Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you are new here. Nope, other way around, but you know what I mean. Anyways, today we are in The Sims 3, which, if you know anything about me, is my absolute favorite game of all time. But we also know, if you play The Sims 3, that she hates pretty much everybody. She just doesn't want to work the way that she is meant to work, and it's just a hot mess. Still, I love her and I try and make it work every time I can. So today we are back in The Sims 3 because I have been feeling that Sims 3 itch just a little bit lately, and I am starting something new in this game. So I am doing the Joy of Life challenge in The Sims 3. And if you don't know what that is, it is a lengthy challenge where each generation has kind of a laid out theme and some guidelines to follow. I am definitely a guidelines person. I do not spend a whole lot of time um, following each rule to a T, but I do try and follow them to a certain point. So in this generation, the basics are that our sim here, will need to be focused on cooking, and she will also need to work on her celebrity level. So her lifetime wish is to become a celebrated five-star chef, and that is to reach the top of the culinary track. But on top of that, she also actually needs to become a five-star celebrity. So we will be working towards both of those things. There's some other little tidbits in there, like maxing certain skills and having a drama-filled life, which I am looking forward to. But I will link those rules in the description, and you can check them out there if you are curious as to exactly what our Generation 1 lovely will be up to. And honestly, so far, I have just played like not even a full sim day with her. Most of the first sim day, though, just to get things started and get the game warmed up a little bit. Because if you know Sims 3, then you know that the town has a whole lot of things to do in the beginning of a new save. And so it can be quite laggy and quite finicky in the beginning. So I went ahead and did that, and now I am going to share a couple sim days with you today. So while she is just working on her cooking skill here, I will introduce you to our lovely founder. Her name is Reyna Harvani, and she doesn't have too extensive of a backstory. I love a good backstory. I love storytelling, and that's why I love YouTube. But I haven't done too extensively of a backstory for her. So her backstory really is that her parents both came from very different cultures and backgrounds. Her mother is Caucasian and her father is Lebanese, and they married and fell in love quite quickly. And the first thing that bonded them was food and cooking. So they both loved to cook and they both loved trying new foods. And that is what they kind of bonded over at the beginning of their love story. And then, as they were married and had children, they would continue to bond in the kitchen, whether they were making food or enjoying food together or as a family. It was kind of their love language, so to speak. And Reina grew up seeing her parents through that lens and working through their problems in the kitchen and just building a life centered around food. So Reina definitely took to that, and she absolutely adores cooking and food as well, but specifically she really loves to bake. So I may or may not kind of lean more towards the Sims 4 rules, because this is a challenge that was originally written for Sims 4 and then adapted to Sims 3. So I may try and use some of my mods to actually have her run a business instead of worrying too much about the celebrity stars. But we are going to see how it goes. So first and foremost, she actually has to get a job in the culinary career. And although we looked today, there was nothing in the uh, job pool for her in the culinary career, because I do use a mod that overhauls that, and only a couple jobs are listed per day, and unfortunately, culinary was not one of them. So in the meantime, she is just working on her skill because obviously she will need that. So yeah, that's kind of our challenge. The only other thing that she did was meet a bunch of people and see how she gets along with them. So far, she kind of took a liking to both Gunther Goth and Thornton Wolf. My game wants to save, sure thing. So we'll see how that works out. She also was fairly attracted to Christopher Steele and Madison Von Watson because she is bisexual. So we will see how all that works out. So far, she has not a great interest in romance, which, I mean, fair enough. I will show you her lot once we load in again, so you will understand. Also, I forgot to mention the elephant in the room, so to speak. I am trying my hand at a little PNG tuber. I had this little character created or modeled after me using some prompts and stuff with a like PNG tuber generator thing. She doesn't do too much. I tried to get her to talk and wink and all of that, and it's just too much for my I don't know, art slash PNG understanding. So I think she just like bounces here and there. If you like her, let me know in the comments. If she's too distracting, also let me know in the comments, and I'll continue to see if I can tweak it a little bit to see if she does a little bit more as she responds to my voice. But yeah, that's that. So what I'll do now is I will finish up with her skilling and then send her home for the night, and I will pick up again in the morning. So I'll see you then. All right, good morning, everyone. So Reyna is waking up. This is her little lot. I realized I forgot to show you after we went back into game. It is really nothing special. She was able to secure a little bit of an income through oh my gosh, like my brain just went completely blank. Sorry. Okay, so she was able to get a little bit of an income through foraging. Like she got some flowers and just some uh like produce, which we kept some just for like urgent situations where she might need some food. And then other than that, she just sold off the flowers that she collected. So yeah, that's what we were able to afford. She wants to play the lottery, which, like, if we can get there and we still have money left over, sure, girl. But I'm not fully convinced that we can do that. So we'll see. All right, we'll see. So yeah, so she's just having herself some breakfast on her toilet, as you do in a rags to riches legacy style gameplay. Um, yeah, I thought that with the one with nature mod, we are able to shower in the rain, but I'm not seeing that option, unfortunately. I know we can sleep out here, which is originally what I was going to have her do, but I figured we could afford to get her a tent. So yeah, I'm not too sure if that's gonna work, but let's get rid of that for you, hun. And oh, she just saw a stray, so she's about to go and introduce herself to this stray little kitty. Honey, don't get yourself, oh, he is so cute. I was literally gonna say don't get yourself too attached, but I might be getting attached myself. So we might get a kitty. Can we she can play in the puddle. Can we no. Well, that's rude. What I should have done is not get her a toilet and got her a shower instead. And so then she could have just peed on the ground and, you know, gotten herself a shower. But that's fine. We'll figure it out somehow. We're gonna see if we can befriend this kitty. Not that we can afford to take care of him or her, but he's cute. Oh, she said no. You want to brush her? I don't know where you got that laser pointer, but cool. I think you have to become friends with it before you can adopt it, and that's not too easy, especially because I think with my relativity settings and retuner, potentially just another mod, I have it set so that making friendships is a little bit harder than normal. So I don't know that that's going to happen, but at least she's having fun with it. I think, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I think you should probably stop having fun with the pet now, though, so that we can get some stuff done. No, it's so cute, though. Will you let us talk to you and give you a treat and sniff our hand again? Oh, oh. And I'm still getting some leg spikes as the world kind of sets itself up. My game does not usually lag too bad. Oh, kitty disappeared. Okay. But yeah, because it's a new save and in a new world, it's just setting everything up still. So, what we're gonna do is we are going to head over to the library again to check on any jobs. Now, I don't necessarily want her to run all the way here, but she's been using so much of our money um on traveling, and it's really annoying. But okay, let's get that done. So what I'll do is I'll meet you when she arrives at the library. All right, so we're just arriving at the library and we are gonna hop on the computer because it's free. So we're gonna see, oh, my game wants to save again. Good timing, game. Give me 1 second. All right, as I was saying, we're gonna hop on this computer and look to see if we can get ourselves a job in the culinary career because even if I decide to do the bakery route, I will need money to set that up. And obviously, she cannot do that currently. So, oh, perfect. Okay, I'm not sure that that's actually the culinary career. It said restaurant. So, we'll see. She's now got to go there and, yeah, I'm not sure if that's the right one, but she's now got to go there and fill out an application. I think it's supposed to say culinary if it's the correct one. Now she's going to take another taxi. This girl, I swear, so much money on this dang. Because just to get here in town from our house, she has to take a taxi and then she takes the subway and then she tries to take a second taxi to get here. So each taxi ride costs 20 simoleons and then the subway costs 15 simoleons. So she is trying to spend over 50 simoleons there and back, 100 simoleons a day just to travel into town. And like I do this to myself because I install these mods, but like come on, girl, like use your legs a little bit, yeah? Oh, the prices you pay for open world games, I swear. But I mean, you also get to enjoy the beautiful scenery, even though it is a horribly rainy day. All right, it looks like we're almost on like the complete opposite of town here, and this is at the Flying J Coffee House or whatever. But she's gonna go and apply and hopefully get an interview, and then we'll have to worry about that eventually as well. But yeah, what I think I'm gonna do. Oh, I completely forgot that we could technically work 3-hour shifts as well and earn money that way. So that's good. If what I will do if this is not the correct one and it doesn't count towards joining the culinary career, I will likely just cheat it uh like cheat her career so that she is in the culinary career. I think she's trying to change outfits right now and she's stuck. Um just because I don't know what this was meant to be. If it isn't the culinary, so yeah, we'll see. So what we might do, what I might have her do because I would love to actually earn a little bit of money as well is since we're already here, I may have her work a 3 hour shift and then potentially the rain will clear up and then we can head over back into the main part of town. So once again, I will return when we are through. All right, so after a game crash and a reload, we are finally back. I am going to have our girl quickly buy a lotto ticket because she does want to win the lottery ticket or the lottery, and I think that would be handy. She did earn herself 88 simoleons for a three hour shift, which like isn't a ton, but it's helpful in the current situation that we are in. And I think once she is finished with the lotto situation, we are going to head over to the what's it called? Festival grounds, because she also wants to do that. And we will see if we can find some more flowers we can collect so that we could potentially buy her a shower because she is very, very stinky. And I want to avoid using community lots as much as I can because I think part of the fun of doing a rags to riches is not being able to have access to those things. So we're gonna try and do that, and then hopefully we can earn a little bit of cash as well, which would be super super nice. Also, my game is just acting really, really rough lately, and I don't know why because I have not changed anything. And when I was first playing Sims 3 again, it was doing amazing. And now all of a sudden, it's just given me a really hard time. So I may have to go through my CC at some point and figure that out. But yeah, I don't know. She wants to make a snow cone, so we'll let her do that. But I also did find some flowers. And she doesn't want to harvest anything, which is really annoying because if we harvested stuff, we could have more money. But potentially after Cosmos, potentially after I get her collecting some flowers and eating, she may feel a little bit better so that before we leave, we can then harvest whatever is on the lot. I know the lot that's across from hers in like the middle of the rich area. There are quite a few harvestables there as well. That's where we got the other ones, which I did end up selling because I believe we can use the fridge for quick meals at least. If I'm mistaken, then we always have the ability to harvest more so that we can, have more. But yeah, okay, so it looks like those might be all the flowers, unfortunately. There's a mushroom here. Yeah, I'm just getting some really weird like texture issues that I've never had before and some added lag and just some weird stuff. So I'm gonna have to look into what's going on in my game, potentially remove some CC, which is just so frustrating because I used to have even more CC and didn't have nearly as many issues as I am having currently. So I don't know. We'll see. But let's get these sold. And I'm thinking I may have her start a little garden, so I'm not gonna sell the blueberries. Um, we could sell the Maui bean though, because I don't think that is the most profitable item to have. Same with like the spotlight mushroom. All right, so we have just over 1,000 simoleons now, which is pretty amazing. I would love to have her like interact with people, but she's really stinky. So maybe not. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe we still will, depending on who's here. There are quite a few people here that she hasn't met yet. There's Connor Frio. We could have her meet. Justine Keaton, I believe. No, Victoria Andrews, Iqbal Alvi, Jared Frio. Yeah, so there are some people here that we can potentially meet. I always get my Sims the rainbow snow cone, by the way, because if you didn't know, it will give them like one of the random moodlets. So each one of the snow cones will give you like a little moodlet, whether it's like flirty or energetic or I can't remember what other ones they are. But if you get the rainbow one, then it'll randomly choose one of those for you. And I think that's really cute. So yeah, that will boost her hunger a little bit. And before she sells, or sorry, uses a bunch of her money for, you know, travel and whatnot, because I can totally see her doing that, I am going to come over to her lot. See, like, I've never had these issues. I don't know, guys. It's making me upset. Anyways, let's grab a outdoor shower. That is a camping shower, which makes complete sense at the moment. It's a 4-to-3 conversion, so is this. So let's grab that, and then we still have some money, and we now have a shower that she can use once we get home. So yeah, will be handy dandy. And then I'm just gonna let my game load in a little bit again. Oh my gosh, Sims 3, why do you hate me so much? There we go. She wants to buy a dryer. Girl, with what money? Okay, so she ended up getting raspberry romance. When the sun is high in the sky, the flowers are blooming, and there's a raspberry snow cone in Reyna's hand, she can't help but think of love. Oh my. Well, I mean, there are, like I said, some people here that you have not met. And I also think one of these vendors is Christopher Steele, and she was somewhat attracted to him. So we can see. Why don't we come and introduce ourselves to Connor and see how you feel about him. So I don't want to spoil like all of the plans that I have for her, but according to the rules, you're supposed to have like an accidental pregnancy and some kind of scandal where like you're cheating or they're like you're having an affair with somebody, that kind of thing. So I kind of have it planned of who I would like that scandal to be with, which I'm not going to spoil for everybody, but I'm not entirely sure who I want her to end up with, because the goal will be to have her have that like scandal and then hopefully settle down with somebody in the end. But she doesn't really know too many people yet. She's kind of been attracted to a few people and she's chatted with a few people, including Gunther Goth there, but she hasn't really shown me if she's been interested in anybody. So we'll have to see how this goes. Oh, look at Gunther's approaching us. Also, I forgot to mention that she did get an interview, so she has an interview on Wednesday at 10 a.m. So we have the rest of today and tomorrow. Oh, see, she finds him blindingly stunning as well. And they do have compatible signs, so that's interesting. We could ask if he has any romances. No, she's not seeing it. Oh, are they? Honey, I think that snow cone had you a little bit confused. Oh, is it gonna crash my game? All right, my reshade is not working, so just give me 1 second. Oh, so annoying. She just tried to kiss his hand, and he was like, honey, no. Oh, that didn't go too well, but let's go introduce ourselves to his brother. I think the snow cone gave her the wrong impression here, and potentially just her flirtiness in general, but yeah. So we're introducing ourselves to Jared now. Oh, and he's immediately yelling at us. Yeah. I'm going to say let's just argue right back with him. Not talk about cooking. Don't try and smooth this over. He's a jerk. Just say like, yeah, never mind. You know? Came over here to introduce myself and you start yelling at me like, not cool, sir. Not cool. Abigail Wolf, Shane Harden. These are apparently paparazzi. So that's why my game has been a little bit laggy. Is where Christopher Steele got a celebrity star through story progression in my game. So that's fun because we do need to earn celebrity stars as well. So we could go and have a chat with Christopher Steele here and potentially get a celebrity star from befriending him. I was kind of hoping, oh, there is a picnic actually. So we will chat a little bit with Christopher and then we can grab some food at the picnic table. If he'll, I may have to remove his role and give him a job so he doesn't get put back here. And the game can assign somebody else if this isn't going to work. Hello, sir. Hello. Yeah, I might do that. Hold on a second. Give me 1 minute. All right, there we go. So I removed his role, so that should remove him from here so we can actually chat with him. And I gave him the angler career because I know that his lifetime want is to have the perfect aquarium and everything. So we will chat with him a little bit and again, just see if we can potentially get a celebrity star from him. He's only a 1-star celebrity, so it's not like he's gonna make us super famous, but any boost would be nice. All right, quick save. Be right back. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. I do apologize for all of like the pausing of the recording here. With Sims 3, unfortunately, there's just kind of a lot of things that happen throughout the gameplay where you kind of have to take a pause and stuff like that. So I apologize, but it is what it is. Also, if you didn't know with Sims 3, if you are a Sims 3 player, when you save the game, you are kind of doing a small memory dump. So one of the biggest issues with Sims 3 is that it runs out of memory very quickly because it is quite a taxing a taxing game, and it's limited to, I think it's 4 gigabytes of memory, and because of that it will crash on you when it runs out of memory, and there's no way around that. You can kind of try and limit your memory use through settings and like all that kind of stuff, but there's, aside from that, there really is no way to avoid it. So yeah, so doing a save is a small memory dump where it kind of gives you a little bit more room for more memory usage. So I do have it set up to save regularly because of that. And I could keep the recording going every save, but it's not exactly the most entertaining situation, you know? So, we're just trying to befriend him. We're in Buster's way, so he's all mad at us and we stink. So Buster's also mad at us because we stink. But Christopher doesn't seem to mind. Maybe he understands the grind. I did give him a small makeover because he was one of the first Sims that we ran into on the first day that I played off camera. And he's one of my favorite Sims. So when she told me that she was, I think, fairly attracted to him, like 8 out of 10, I decided that I would give him a makeover and do him better justice than what EA did, at least. So any Sims that she does like befriend and or get involved with, I will make over. Potentially more Sims as I play around in town, but yeah. Oh, they're doing an eating contest. I could hear the bells. All right, we're almost friends, and then you can eat and use the bathroom here, and then I will likely send her home for a shower. How luxurious. There we go. Okay, so we befriended him. Oh, not Jared Frio. No, wait. Okay, and we got a celebrity star, so amazing. We're on our way. Oh, she just wanted to kiss him. Oh, girl, this is not the way that it was supposed to go, but she just went for it. Love, you really did just make up your mind, didn't you? Yeah, so she finds him 8 out of 10 gorgeous. It's not like he's like blindingly stunning, but she is definitely attracted to him. All right, talk about cooking and then go and eat. And maybe he will join us, maybe not. But I'm not going to lock in the kissing thing because I think it's pretty common for Sims to get that want after they befriend somebody. So if she decides like to hang out with him more and she rolls that want again, then we'll go ahead with it. But yeah, I think right now she's maybe feeling it from that snow cone and just being in the limelight. Like she's just feeling the vibe. She's getting caught up. So she kissed his hand. That was something. And now we're gonna have a hot dog and then head home. And tomorrow, I think, because we don't have the interview tomorrow, so I think we're gonna, oh, Connor's joining us actually. I think we're going to potentially just spend the day getting to know some more people, working on our cooking skill if we can at the library, and gathering some more things to get a roof over our head sooner rather than later. So yeah, that will be the plan. I don't know how long I will record. I do know that my last video was like over an hour long, and unfortunately, if you don't like longer videos, I do apologize. But my plan is not to like set a timer or like limit myself. I just want to record as much as I feel like it makes sense to. And yeah, so if you're not a huge fan of longer videos, I'm sorry. Maybe in the future I will edit so that I can break them down into smaller chunks for people who prefer that. But in general, I think I'm just going to record, like I said, as long as I feel like it makes sense. And that could be anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. I'm going to try not to go farther than the hour mark because I do know that like going farther than that is a little extensive, or excessive, I mean. But yeah, we'll see. We're gonna go and introduce ourselves to Erin Kennedy. She is another one of my favorite Sims, and then I think I will send her home, get her in the shower, and potentially plant the blueberries that we found. I'm gonna take a quick look around before we head. Oh my god, another Sim that's just yelling at us. Okay, fine. I don't know what is going on here. Oh, okay, thank goodness. Yeah, so I'm gonna just check around the park again, see if we can find anything else, which I'm glad I did because there are some things. She's still not going to be able to harvest, I think. I think her mood is still just too low, especially since Aaron Kennedy just yelled at her. Um, but we should be able to collect a few more things that will either earn us money or help our little garden. Because I think it would be cute for her to grow some of her own ingredients for her bakery or just, you know, for her own cooking for her family and stuff like that. I do hear a bird. I just don't see. Oh, there it is. We can hunt it. Yeah, I have a hunt and gather mod, but maybe look for eggs, because if we have some eggs, that might help us with our cooking as well. But I think we would need to get an oven or a stove before any of that would actually be super useful. There is a dumpster, but I don't think we can get to it. Yeah, we can't do anything with it, so. Alrighty, well, once she's done that, I will send her home, but to do that, I'm actually going to send her to the subway and then have her run because otherwise she spends so much money on travel. So I'm gonna have to like manually try and avoid her spending so much money on such things. Oh, look, more flowers. She wants to pick the flowers too. It's not just me. Look, she says right here. I'm trying to find the. Oh, she got 2 eggs from that. Amazing. The subway. I just can't remember which building it's beside. So bear with me as I legally, yeah, that's a word. Trust me. Scroll through the town and look for the subway system and more collectibles. I believe it's over here somewhere. By the way, this is Sunset Island, so it is like an updated version of Sunset Valley, which is why it has all of the Sunset Valley townies, if you're familiar with that world. But it's got some new lots and kind of revamped to be, I think, a little bit more smooth. Not that my game is showing you that currently, but yeah, or like condensed, I guess. All right, so no, I told you to run. She still took a damn taxi, even though I told her to run there. Oh my gosh. I guess we can plant the man. No, we don't need the mandrake. Okay. Travel to Summerhill Station. I don't know who's calling us, but we're gonna ignore it for now. At least we have a little bit of money, so I might actually be able to build like somewhat of a shelter. Maybe like an outdoor bathroom / kitchen. Very sanitary. Okay, just answer your phone, honey. Please. Find out who it is. Well, I direct you to hopefully run home and not take a taxi home. Oops, I'm going completely wrong way. Come back up the hill. Oh, it's Christopher. Oh, but we missed him. Pause. Did we go to the wrong station? No. Okay. We're fine. I thought we went to the wrong station there for a second. I was gonna ream myself out for wasting money. But we went the right way. I was just traveling the wrong way. Okay. Run here, please. Do not take a taxi. we're gonna plant our blueberries. And let's see, okay, how much I can build. Like, how big of a room can I build with 1,300 simoleons? Okay. So I could, I guess, most importantly is to give her a little bit of privacy. Right? So we could do that. I could then get rid of that wall, move in this, and then potentially, instead of putting in a door, we could just get rid of that wall. I think I have some like free flooring. Yeah. And we can use the same stuff inside. And oh, church stuff. Oh, that was not free. I don't want anything that is not free, so don't mind me. There you go. Oh, oh. That's fancy for not being costing anything. Okay, well we can put some little rainbows inside. But let's put that on the outside. Okay. And then we can add like a little roof. Amazing. We're still gonna need our tent, but potentially, I don't know how expensive, I can't remember how expensive the stove is. Just give me a second, game. I will save, I promise, after. Awesome. Oh, we have a camping stove that could totally work and is super cheap. Look at that. Okay. And then maybe just to break it up. Okay, just can we work with me, please? Why can't I wasn't placing you through a wall. Seriously. I wonder if she needs to enter from the left side. Because if that's the case, I may have to rework that. But we shall see. And then I'm thinking if I could get a sink, that could really just, oh, look at this. Maybe just a slightly nicer looking sink. Look at that. We have the start of a little home. We can even move our mailbox over here and our garbage outside. And we can move our tent kind of there for some reason. Okay, beautiful. So I'm gonna get her situated for the night. I'm gonna have her just fulfill her needs, start her little garden, and then have her go to bed. So I will pick up again in the morning. All right, good morning, everybody. Our girl is waking up to vomit, unfortunately. It is not anything nefarious. She is on, she's got her PMS and it's apparently making her super nauseous because it also woke her up in the middle of the night and caused her to vomit then as well. So yeah, poor thing. we are going to quickly have a quick meal if we are able to. We are of just some cereal because we don't have any ingredients to cook anything else. So even though we have the ability to, we now need groceries and we just don't have a ton of money to do so. So, yeah. She's still going to have to sit on her toilet to do that as well. We were able to plant our blueberry bush yesterday, so we're going to also have her um, water that. And she also has acne, so I may apply some acne stickers just to try and soothe that. Plus, she feels like she's having a bad hair day, but like, girl, I don't think so. I think you're fine. I think maybe you're okay. So, yeah. My game seems to be calming down a little bit the longer that we are in the save, so hopefully the leg balances out a little bit. It's also, because I am not streaming, recording, and I have the PNG tuber up in the background as well, that's probably affecting the stability of the game a little bit as well. Because like I said, it's like a memory guzzler and it has a limit, so yeah, but anyways, so my plans for today, which will be the last day of this episode, is I want her to not focus so much on money today and focus more on her skills. Um, she obviously still needs the money for sure, but we did pretty good to set up our little like camp site that is functional and has everything that she needs. So, and she has an interview tomorrow that will hopefully also help with the financial situation. So, I think what we're going to focus more on is her skills. I want to send her back to the library so that she can get some uh, of her cooking skill up. And I think potentially some fishing because we could also use that in our fridge to help with some food. So, first and foremost, we're going to head across the road here to this little fishing area slash park area. I'm going to have her harvest any of the plants that are here so that we can put them directly into our fridge, and hopefully that will prevent us from spending money like we did this morning for something to eat. And then I may, like I said, have her fish for a little bit and see if we can get any fish from that and either sell it or put a couple in our fridge so that it is another source of food. Oh yeah, my game is lagging a little bit still. What I might do is between episodes, do like a full town reset as well. That may help. But I do think the game is still generating sims because it's figuring out what kind of roles need to be filled still and all of that kind of stuff. So there's Aisha and Sari. We haven't met her yet either. If she ends up, oh, she's leaving. I was gonna say if she ends up coming into the park area, we may introduce ourselves, but she straight up left. So, all right. There's a performance happening at our Simfest happening at Performance Park. We could check that out if it's still going on. Um, like I said, I do want her to go do some fishing and go and work on her skills today because those are going to be super important for her success as well. I don't think we're going to focus on bot building, my love. I just don't think that's something that you need for your career path. And once she finishes harving, I'll run over to her lot and just plop these ingredients in her fridge. This definitely went a little smoother than I expected it to. I thought we would struggle a little bit more than what we have, which is not a bad thing. And I also thought that, well, I thought it would go one of two ways, to be honest. I thought we would struggle a lot and it would be really hard to get us off the ground because of the mods that I have in place. But then I also thought the flowers could be super exploitive and you could make it pretty rich pretty fast. So I was like, it's gonna go one or the other, but it's kind of been a nice balance in between. So I can't say I'm disappointed, but look at our girl fish in here with her acne. Oh, honey, her acne stars. Love it. So see if we can catch a few fish, because that would be wonderful. She's feeling a little irritated from her period and a little bit annoyed because she's got acne, but all in all, not doing too bad. She's entertained, so I don't know if yeah, she seems to actually enjoy fishing, which is nice. I do see Jamie Jolena was kind of off in the distance, and she was someone that we met pretty early on as well. We met her, but we didn't really talk too much with her because we introduced ourselves and then she sort of just walked away. And I was like, oh, okay. So we'll see if she's still there when we're done our fishing, and maybe talk with her a little bit as well. I just love the Sunset Valley townies. They're just, ugh. EA knew what they were doing. I do think they went a little hard on like the redheads in this world. I love me some redheads, but like every townie pretty much has red hair or green eyes or both. All right, so she caught a minnow. Not the best. We could put that into our fridge. We'll see if we have anything else worth selling or keeping. I'll probably let her fish until like 10:30-ish, and then I will send her over into town to start at the library. We could also have her start an online dating profile. The thing is she does know a lot of the Sims, and when you like message someone on there that you know, they are like, what are you doing? So I'm not sure that that's the best option for us, but and also she hasn't shown a ton of interest in dating yet, aside from like that one want or wish that she had for Christopher, but it went away overnight and I'm not entirely sure that it's going to come back. So we'll see. So we got 2 minnows. We'll give it another sim hour and then we will head into town. Or we might go across because I do see Jamie Jolena there. Oh, and Claire Ursine's there as well. I think we met her as well, but I don't think, yeah, we didn't really chat with her too much either. Oh, she's pregnant. Poor girl. That Jared Frio, let me tell you. All she's catching is minnows. So we will probably just keep all of them as either bait or food. It's weird to say that we will eat minnows, but I mean, the Sims don't care what kind of fish it is as long as it's a fish. I may go in and edit this lot and put like a little bonfire on here because I don't think you can cook fish just on the stove. I think you need to have like a grill. And I think it would be cute to set up a little like picnic area somewhere on the lot where there's like a grill and some seating. And then she could grill up some fish that way as well. All right, I'm going to speed it up a little bit just until 10:30. I try not to speed up my game too much because I do use relativity, and when you speed up the game, it can kind of like unsync your needs a little bit from what I've been told. So you don't want to rely on that too much, but sometimes you just kind of get bored of sitting on speed one and watching the same interaction over and over, you know? Oh, Jamie was puking over there. I'm wondering if she's pregnant. Did she get with someone? Very interesting. Alright, so it's 10:30. We caught a few fish at least. Let's hop over. Oh, she's leaving just when I was gonna go on. Well, I don't know who this is, but we can introduce ourselves to Stephanie Painter here, and then we will head into town. Sorry if you can hear my phone beeping. There's Claire. That outfit, though, girl. Not doing you any favors. Oh, okay. No freaking way. She's taking a taxi to go to the other side of the park. Are you kidding me, girl? Oh, she's singing to her baby. That's really cute. Oh, she wants to know her sign, so we'll chat with her and get to know, and then perhaps ask her sign. That is usually a sign that she finds them attractive, so I will also consider attractiveness. And since she actually is showing interest in her, I'm gonna quickly hop into Create a Sim and maybe give both of them a little bit of a makeover, so give me 1 second. Alright guys, so here is Stephanie's makeover. I decided to leave Claire for now, unfortunately, just because I figured I would wait until she has her baby and at some point. And I could also feel my game just hating life because I brought it into Create a Sim. So I decided to, yeah, just wait. But I think Stephanie's outfit is so, so cute. I believe she's an adult, so I kind of went for a slightly more mature, look without, like, you know, aging her too much. And I toned down her hair because the blonde that the game gave her was like this weird grainy blonde. So I used one of my defaults and gave her a more natural blonde tone for her hair color and kind of kept the same vibes. Like she had a nice top and skirt that didn't match. So I kind of wanted to give her similar vibes to what she had. They are both Capricorns, so of course they are compatible. Oh, she doesn't actually find her attractive. I guess she maybe just thought she would be a good friend, and she is an adult, so yeah, we'll ask her about her career, and then we will send her into town to work on her skills. She's unemployed. Okay, no problem. Girl! This girl and her dang flirting. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna come run over here to the subway station and hopefully not take another taxi for no reason. So move your booty away from that awkward situation. Thank you. And we're gonna go and travel to the theater. Yeah, it's this. I think it's actually like the mod needs to be tuned, and so that interaction kiss hands is like a mod. Why did she lose one of her traits? I wonder if it's just due to her mood swing with her period, but that's really odd. Sorry, that was a very weird turn of discussion, but I just noticed that she's missing one of her traits. I might have to fix that. Yeah, so that kiss hand interaction is like a modded interaction, and I have found in certain saves that it's like very overused. So it might just be that it needs to be tuned so that it's not as aggressively used. Let's introduce herself to Monica if we can once she gets out of the subway station, and she is feeling a little bit hungry, so we might have to head to the park or festival grounds first, see if we can nab ourselves some food there. But let's first introduce ourselves to Monica Morris. She is also a very cute sim. I really like her. And maybe we'll grab another lotto ticket because she still wants to win the lotto. And the only way to... Oh, girl, your textures are... You look like a rock star. It's chat. Ask her sign and consider attractiveness because I'm always just curious what they think, and then get to know her. Get over her textures. And then we will head into the festival grounds for a quick snack if we can. If there's still a picnic table out, that would be lovely. Or picnic basket, rather. Does not appear to be, but there is a hot dog just chilling, so we'll eat that if we can. Okay. She seems to be compatible with like almost everybody, and my game is really mad at me for going into Create a Sim, so hopefully we don't crash. Oh, she finds her super attractive. And they do have a compatible sign. I think she's only been like not compatible with like 1 or 2 Sims that she's met this whole time so far. Oh, okay. I'm really kind of expecting my game to crash right now. So what I might do is try and do another save. I did one after the Create a Sim, but like I said, that saving is a little bit of a memory dump. So I might try and do that just to try and preserve our game time here. So I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Alright guys, so my game actually decided to not load, so I think I'm gonna leave it here for today, just because, yeah, I'm kind of fed up with the Sims 3 chaos. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button down below, and you can also leave me a comment to let me know whether you like the little PNG tuber that I had made, or if you prefer to have just nothing else on the screen. Totally valid either way. Would love to hear from you. And also, of course, if you want to let me know what you think of the series, that would be awesome too. So check the description for the rules if you're curious. And don't forget that as of now, every day ish, I will be uploading a new video of just whatever I am feeling, whether it's Sims 3, Sims 2, Sims 4, or even a completely different game series. There will be an upload of some kind for you, so definitely subscribe if you're interested in seeing a variety of content and consistent content as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody has a fantastic day, night, evening, wherever you might be, and I will see you all very soon. Bye! Mwah!